Ya estamos grabando aquí nuestro club de libro, and then there were none. Entonces, ok. Sí, es que esta cámara hace como, no está bien fija. Ok, bueno, vamos a empezar a hablar de este libro, que fue bastante interesante de leer al principio. Let's change to English. I just remember that this is in English. This is to practice English. So, a little bit of the rules first. Remember that this is English flexible, which means that you should try to start the idea in English, but if you need to add some details in Spanish, then it is okay. So everyone's opinion counts. There's no right or wrong opinions. Okay, the schedule, don't take it in consideration. And of course, the library will be clean because we are not using it, so to start, let's meet this soldier. First, say your name, your level of English, if you study here, and a word that describes you. So I'm gonna say my name is Diana. My level of English is C1, and a word that describes you would be, let me remember this word in English. What is a word for someone that always forget things? Well, that. Someone who always forget things. So, what about you? Who wants to go first? I want to know who I'm talking to.
Good afternoon. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Armando, and this is my first time here.
Okay.
My English is, let's say, so few,
Okay.
or a little bit know the English,
Okay.
and I don't read the book, but I like I like to enjoy of all us, you, and learn also.
Did you watch the series?
Sorry?
The series? You didn't read the book, but did you watch the series? La serie de YouTube?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is very new for you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, who
Thank
else?
you.
Who's next?
Hi, my name is Rosa. My level of English is B2.
Someone
And
else?
well, I am a learner.
No. Okay, but you can introduce yourself, please. Uh-huh.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Ricardo Grasso. I am Diana's assistant. I work in the same office as her, and I'm like literally in the next table. But if I turn on my microphone, then it starts to, I don't know, it makes that noise.
It gets messy.
Yeah, it gets horrible, so we don't do that. My level of English is C1 also, I think, and a word that describes me. I don't know. Maniac will be one. I tend to be sometimes sort of like a maniac. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we have 3 people. I have a couple that haven't.
I see some
Okay.
people I know. I see Andreina. I see Ismael. So
Andreina, would you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, of course. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Andreina. I study here. I don't know my level of English, but I am on level 20. And this is my first time here because I really wanted to be in a meeting of a book club, but I haven't read the book or watched the series, but I read a little bit of the I don't know how to say un resumen
Okay.
of the book.
You did a spoiler to yourself. How dare you?
Yes, we have no problem. You didn't read the book, but this is a warning. You will be spoiled. So,
Sí.
Okay.
so we already heard of Armando. Rosa Muñoz.
I have already introduced myself, but I can do it again.
Okay.
Well, my name is Rosa. My level of English is B2, and I'm a learner.
Okay.
Okay. We have Jesus and Ismael in
And a word that describes you, Rosa?
Learner.
A learner. Ah, okay, perfect.
Jesus and Ismael are the one left.
Ismael.
My goodness. So, hi everyone. My name is Ismael Omaña. I don't study in the CVA, but I would say that my level of English is C1, maybe less,
Okay.
but I think it's there. And a word that describes me, funny.
Okay.
That's it.
Excellent.
Okay, good.
Jesus.
Hi, my name is Jesus. Or Jesus. I'm from Merida. My level of English, maybe, I don't know, maybe B1 or B2. And a word that describes me, I will say that I'm very calm, very quiet.
Okay. Excellent. Great, you're calm. And Ruby?
Hi, my name is Ruby. I don't know what my level of English is. I think I am 8-1. I don't know. I
Okay.
think I have a lot of trouble construct sentence and speaking fluently. And I think I at basic level. I think a
Okay.
word that describes me, I think is impatient. I don't know. Yes, I think this is a word.
Okay. Excellent. Very good. So let's start. Is there anyone missing? I think no,
I don't
right?
think so.
Okay. So let's start talking about the book. Wait. Okay. We have this. We have really everything in common with America nowadays, except of course language. I have this because we have a book that is British. It was written by a British author. So did you find that very different from the English we usually use? Did you find
Yes, a
it
bit.
difficult? Uh-huh.
Well, yes, a bit. One, because
A
of
bit.
of course, of the pronunciation, and also some expressions they used.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I say.
Did you
I could
hear
say.
the audiobook?
Yes, I tried to.
You tried.
Yes, to hear audio. Yes, I did it.
Okay, I tried because I was reading and it was very difficult to focus on the reading while listening because it was difficult for me to understand this accent. This is strange, but I cannot.
You have to go in here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Sorry.
Okay, So I have this because the idea is to learn a little bit more. 10 little rules to British English to see a little bit of the differences. The first one is the letter R. Because in English, in British English, usually the R is silent. So that is like a small difference. They don't say park, but park. Like the R is almost non-existent. Another difference, the vowel sounds are different in many words. The long vowels, some words are a little bit longer in British English. Also, there are very differences in consonants. This word, water, this is the most common one because they say it in a very, very different way. Also, yeah. Also, the Americans, sometimes they ignore the letter T. They just ignore it, it doesn't exist, and they say it very fast. But in British English, they use it. Other difference, the vocabulary. Sometimes some words change. For example, motorway or highway. It's different. In the US, you use the highway, and British English, you use the motorway. Or trousers and pants. The spelling of some words change too. And sometimes the way British write is a little bit more old, is older. So they use more vowels for some reason. And also the grammar is different. I like to compare this like the Spanish we use in here and the Spanish they use in Spain. Because in here we say perdí las llaves, but in Spain they say he perdido mis llaves. So a little bit like that, the British English use present perfect for many, many things. Also, if you are giving indications to someone, British would say, okay, go to the right, then turn around, and then do this. They use the imperative, they use orders. But Americans can use, well, you are going to go to the right, and then you are going to find a bakery, and then you're gonna, it's different. They're changing too many things. The dates and numbers, in American, they use first the month, then the day, then the year, and these are the only people in the world, I think, who do this. The accents, depending on the region, and the idioms. So, did you find any interesting idiom in the book?
Catchphrase, yeah. They have also many. Also being one of them, actually.
Do you remember any idiom or any expression that you said like, ah?
What is this?
It happens to
Yes.
you? It didn't happen? Yes? No?
Do you remember one? Like someone that maybe sounds so different and it got stuck in your head?
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you don't remember one example, but did that happen to you? Did you see expressions that you didn't understand?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if you learned something. I have some idioms in here. So you tell me what you think this means. I don't know if you already know them.
What is like a cat on hot bricks? Do you guys have any idea? If you can open your microphone and say it out loud, it will be better, but you can also write it down in the chat.
Any idea? No idea what they mean?
Well, perhaps it means that it's something which is dangerous or in danger. You know? I don't really know.
Okay.
Well, a cat on hot bricks can be in danger, but that's not the meaning. Okay,
Oh, I
but
see.
it's a good try. What about the rest? Someone knows or someone thinks, well, I think this is something. Okay. I don't know if you read the book and you understood by the context, because that happens, or you say like, well, okay, and you continue.
I think they just continue.
You know, there is an expression in American English that says cat on a hot tin roof. Perhaps is somewhat similar to like a cat on hot bricks, meaning that
Yes.
you can be still because you're full of nervous energy.
Yes, you're right. Great. Yes, that is the American version, like a cat on a hot tin roof. And it means, yes, to be very agitated, very anxious. Okay, I put this because I read it and it caught my attention. To give the show away, I really like this because it means to reveal something that was a secret. Like when you say, oops, I talked too much. And you can also say give the game away. So I think, I don't know, but I think this expression is because, I don't know, if you're, for example, playing poker and you reveal your cards, then you give the game away, you lose it. And if you tell me the end of a show,
Or maybe like in theater, if you are playing a role or something and you just said what happened in the end, you gave the show away. Wouldn't be?
Yes, I think that too. If you tell me the end of a show, it's like you ruin it to me. And sheer moonshine, any idea? I think this one is particularly difficult. I think this one is not so common, but basically it's to say something that is crazy, that it
Incredible.
doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's sheer moonshine. That doesn't make any sense. So you have 3 new expressions for you to use and sound cooler. Okay, what about this? When I tell you, well, that suits your book, eh? What am I telling you? Okay.
It's
They are
like it.
asking. Uh-huh.
No, I was going to say that to me, it's like it. Well, obviously, the expression it suits you. It's more like it's convenient for you or to you in this case. So I would say
Yeah.
that it's the same here.
Yes, it is convenient. That's right. Perfect. What about the second one? The second one, wait, someone is asking, which book are we currently reading? Well, we are discussing Now and Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, but we haven't decided on the next book. So stay with us and help us decide. Okay, the second one. I really like the second one. Forewarned is forearmed. Do you know what that means? It's easy. Let's see if you know what that is in Spanish.
I know.
I know you know. Forewarned is forearmed.
I know.
I
No,
don't know
tell-
the meaning,
Huh?
but I think it's like soldado avisado, something like that.
No muere en
She
guerra.
got it. Oh my
Yeah.
god. She's so smart. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
She has
proper.
the meaning, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. I really like this one because it doesn't have a good translation in Spanish. You put it in Google and they say, prevenido vale por dos. So there's no way of translating this, but you have a way to say it in English. So forewarned is forearmed.
There's
Remember.
nothing better than to say to someone, guerra avisada no mató soldado.
Guerra
I
avisada.
saw you, I'm seeing you.
Yeah, in Spanish is better. I think you will all agree that in Spanish is better.
Yeah, 100%.
This one is difficult, in my opinion, to be long in the tooth.
I know Ismael knows this one, but I don't know if he remembers it. Do you remember Ismael?
I do, or at least I think I do.
Okay, go for
It's
it.
someone who is not that pretty or that it's very ugly. I think it's that. I'm not sure, but I think it's someone that it's ugly.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm so
No, I
disappointed,
didn't.
but
I
not surprised at
forgot.
all. This is what happened when you trust in men.
Yes.
Exactly this.
It means to be old
Ah,
or to be too old to do something. You know, it a little bit worrisome that in your head you keep that you confused old with ugly. Like that. Just like that. Okay. That says a lot.
No,
That
yes.
says a lot.
it's different. I mean, you can be old, but you're not exactly ugly. I mean, for
Yeah,
example,
true.
Okay, let's continue. Let's
Me van a
continue. Let's
funar.
she's older than
continue.
me. She's just older than me.
Okay, this is an expression that is in the book, and I remember these were two lines that I didn't understand at all. So I had to Google everything, and I still didn't understand. So, okay. Now, do you remember any other someone? It's a little bit difficult because I usually took a screenshot every time I saw an expression that was
Well,
particular.
I remember queer, using the word queer as an expression to refer to something that is weird or strange and out of the common,
Yeah.
but it's more like a word than an expression itself, right? Like it's not an idiom.
No, but
But
yes.
it's very common in British people to use the word queer.
Yes. So, tell me, do you think you could use these expressions? Do you think you will use them? Because I think these are going to be part of my vocabulary starting today. So I can
me
sound
too.
cooler.
Diana, you owe me an ice cream. Forewarned is forearmed.
Okay, are you gonna use it? For better, for good actions, not for extortioning people?
But I practice.
Yeah,
Isn't that a good
yes.
thing? Yeah.
So, since this is a book club and the idea is to practice our English, so anyone wants to read this?
Yeah, we don't remember who is Agatha Christie. So can you please remember us? You can raise your hand or open the microphone and just go at it.
Any volunteer?
Yes, I can read it.
Okay,
Perfect.
perfect. Let
Okay,
me.
but
Yes.
Agatha Christie, she is an English novel writer, short story writer, and playwright. She was born on September 15, 1890 in Devon, England. Christie is one of the best-selling novelists of all of time. She is often referred as the Queen of Mystery, and two of her most famous novels are Murder on the Orient Express. I don't know how to say that. Murder on the Orient Express, and then there were no other. And then there were none.
Okay, excellent.
You did it! Yes!
Yes.
Have you read any of their other books? Or this is the first time you read Agatha Christie?
Yes, this is my first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
For me too.
And reading that book, I don't know how to say me enteré.
You
But
found
I
out.
know that this novel was the 60, no, the ay, ya va. Como que la sexta más vendida en el mundo. How do you say that? The sixth
most
sold
sold
novel.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I
Yes.
didn't know.
It's actually kind of a classic. I will
Yeah.
say it is because it is very old. I don't remember.
Yes, it's very
Rosa,
old.
do you remember the right year when this book was published?
I believe it was
No,
1939.
1940. No, I don't know.
1939, 1940.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's like
39.
100 years
Yes.
ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not 100, but almost. Okay.
I was not even in the plans.
No.
My mom wasn't born.
Yeah.
My mom.
Okay. What about the rest? Have you read something of Agatha Christie before?
No, no. And when I started to reading the novel, the introduction was a little strange, and with the nursery reading or children's reading, and I am a bit confused, and I don't know if I wanted to follow the reading of the novel.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I mean, I had to, but to be honest, the first chapter, first, I felt like it needed context, like everything was out of the blue. And second, I'm very, very bad with the names. So if you introduce
Yes.
me and one character, another character, another character, another character, I'm like, who was Juan and Pedro and what? I was lost.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yes, I understand.
See,
I'm
yes,
with you. I'm with you. Yes.
I write all of the name to follow the novel because I love so many times.
I was like, oh, I have to read this. What did they pick this book? This the book.
Diana was constantly like every day asking me like, is Blur the detective or is Blur the other one? And is this one or is this one that one? And I was like,
Yes.
no, this that one and that one is this one.
Yes. I was like, who was the one who killed it? The people in Africa? No, that
Yes,
was
yes,
horrible.
I
But
understand.
what do you think? Is it a good crime? What are your real thoughts on the book selected for this month? What do you think?
The September's month.
Well, for the last month,
Exactly.
I mean,
Well,
did you like it? Like,
yes,
what do you think?
I like.
You like it?
Yes, first was difficult to read, but when I continued, no sé cómo decir, obligarme to strive to
You
read that
force,
I need to finish this book.
yes, you force
When,
yourself to read the book.
yes, I forced myself to read it, and I wanted to know who is the killer.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was like, every day I came here like, it's Vera, right? It's Vera. I think it's one of the it's one of the women because the author is a woman, so I think she every day was something different. But yes.
Yes.
Okay. What about the rest? Did you like this book? What do you think? You think, we should have picked something shorter or something?
Or like in American English.
Or in American
I, yes,
No.
British and American is a little a bit different
Yeah.
in slang, but I think it's necessary
Mm.
to expand our vocabulary.
Yeah, it is true. Make the sacrifice.
Were you going to say
I
Yes.
something?
agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think it was a great choice, to be honest. And I didn't read the book. I watched the first episode of the miniseries, and I was just like, why would you go to an island that you were invited to? And you don't even know who invited you there, and you think you're going to do something. And
But it
then,
was all paid for. You traveled for free.
well,
Yes.
true,
I will go
true.
to.
Yes.
I would
I
not.
would go to.
Why
No.
wouldn't you? It's free. It's all paid for.
I value my life.
But you
Yes.
don't know that you're going to get killed until the end. That's
Well,
the
that's a good point.
surprise.
Yes,
It's part
that's
of
a
the
good point.
plan. You have to trust. You have to flow. You have to go with the flow.
Yes.
No, no, no. I was not made for that life.
Well, okay. Opinions, opinions.
Okay, Jesus says in the chat that he thinks this is a great novel. And
Okay.
we thought so too. At first we were like, okay, this is kind of way too old for what we are used to read nowadays. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like at the second chapter was like, okay, I need more. I
Yeah.
need more. I need to understand what is happening because I actually don't get a
Yes.
thing. But okay, it was fun to dive in this kind of new books that is kind of contemporary and is also a classic and is also very well known. Most people didn't understand that the book was Diez Negritos, and that is the translation in the Spanish version of the book. And most people have heard of Diez Negritos before, but when we said that it was the same one in English, they were like, okay, but it's not what I picture in my head.
Yeah.
And it has movies, has a TV show that I actually shared this with you on Telegram. So if you didn't watch it before, you can still have time to watch it. It's very good. Diana and I watched it, the whole 3 chapters, and it was great because at the same time it allowed us to put a face on the name. So Diana still remember Lombard as the one that killed half of Africa, but she's good to go, y'all. She knows
Yeah.
it now.
Did you watch the series? Yes, no.
I only watched the first episode.
Okay.
What about the rest?
The rest, when I watched when I
You
when
watch it
we
later. No, but I
yes,
mean the
yes, I
rest
watched it
of the
later.
participants. No one saw the series? No?
No, I haven't,
Okay.
but I wanted to watch it later because
Okay.
for the resume that I read, I found that it's an interesting story.
Well, we saw the first chapter and then we decided, no, we are going to read the book and then we are going to see the series because the series was a little bit too fast. Then we saw the second chapter and it was interesting because there is a relationship between two characters, between Blord and Vera, that is not in the book.
Yeah.
So we saw the second chapter and then we read the book and it was super different reading the book, knowing or thinking that there was something between them because you read and everything was so suggestive. It was, I mean,
Yeah.
it changed the book completely.
At first, Vera sounded like a sociopath. She was like, no, this cannot happen this way. It cannot happen this way. And then it started sounding like, oh, Lombard, it cannot happen this way. It cannot happen this way, Lombard. Oh,
Yeah.
Lombard. And it was like, okay, something is wrong in my head. Why?
Yeah. It was because of the series they put that idea on our minds and you read and it was so okay. So, talking about the killer, that I always thought it was gonna be Vera, but it wasn't. So, why was the killer so intent on making sure that everyone was killed in a certain order? Why was that? It couldn't be at random. It's like you first, you go second, you go third. Why?
We are actually 10 people in the room now. I think the first one will be Ismael. He will be the first one to go.
Okay.
I will be the first one to die.
You kind of have
No.
a nice touch to it.
Oh my God. No, I would hide myself. I think that, hmm, well, I don't know who the killer is, but if I
Okay.
had to guess, or if I had to guess the intentions of the killer, I would say it was just because I assume it's a he. I don't assume it's a she. I don't know why. I will
Maybe
be
it's Diana,
funado
we don't know.
once again. But yeah, I think it maybe is something to do with maybe they are all related to something specifically. So maybe
Okay.
it has to do with that, and it's like a vengeance type of thing. He's seeking, okay, they did this in this order, so I will make sure that they die in this specific order, just like the rhyme
Okay.
of the
Now I
riddle.
feel like I can't say who the killer is, but okay.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? What do you think? Why was the killer killing in a certain order?
Maybe he saw
I
a
don't-
cheapest link. Ismael has the look of a cheapest link.
I don't know if you know the answer or you wanna guess. Why in certain order?
We have a poem for it too. 10 little soldiers.
Any idea?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Or you think it was random? Yes.
Yes, Rosa?
well, perhaps the killer was insane. That's what he followed a certain order, which he thought it was the correct. But I don't really know the answer. Sorry.
Okay.
We have Jesus saying in the chat that the killer chose the order considering the guilty of their actions.
Okay.
And that's actually it. That's their right answer.
Yes.
We know Jesus read the book. Actually, yeah, he did a moral judgment and he took the guilty of the people that were in the island as well as something to weigh on and decide, should I kill you first or should you go last?
Okay. Jesus, now that you have the answer, do you agree with the order that he chose?
Or would you have done it differently?
Mm.
Well, I was thinking about that a few minutes ago, and I don't have a clear answer because maybe he could took a different order of the murders, maybe.
Okay. Okay, great. Now that you all know the answer, who do you think should be the last one? I mean, who is the most guilty character? Who is the worst of them?
I know.
Because because yes, the killer consider, okay, the less guilty goes first, but the worst one is going to suffer more. So I'm going to kill this person last. In your opinion, who would you have killed last? Who do you think was the worst? Remember, there is one that killed 2 children while he was driving. Vera killed a little boy. She left him swim in the beach. And we have the one who killed several men. He left his men to die starving there in the jungle. I don't know. What else? The servant who killed the lady. The Inspector Blur killed someone too. And the judge, he decided, okay, this person is guilty, and he prepared everything to make him guilty. And so, who do you think was the worst?
And we have the other lady that
Mr. Bland, Miss Bland, Mrs. Bland. She left a girl in the street alone just to let her die. So, who do you think was the worst? I want to know. It's a difficult choice. Okay, Jesus says it's a difficult choice. Yes, of course. But the killer did it, so you can do it too. What about the rest? Who do you think is the worst person? Mm, do you remember one particular one that you say, oh my God, this person is so bad?
I would say that it's the one that you have been mentioning all along, Philip Lombard, because he left a lot of people to die there in Africa. And he just was like, well,
Mm,
so
It
I would
was
say him. That
okay.
was
He
bad.
was he
That
was
was very bad.
cold-hearted. He was cold-hearted. He didn't
Yeah.
have any intention on doing
Mm,
something even heroic. He just went after the
Yeah.
money. He just was
mhm,
working. He thought that was his work, and he
Mm.
didn't care. He didn't care about
For
any of
me,
their
it
life.
was
yeah.
what was the name of the one who killed the two kids?
The first one to go.
The first one who died because he was
Anthony.
in his car,
Anthony
Marston. Yeah,
Marston.
and he was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, just distracted, and he killed the kids. And for some reason, he didn't seem to care at all. So I don't know. I think that
Mm,
that is
Yeah, they were
something that
just in the way.
could happen again, and he doesn't feel bad about it. So for
true.
He didn't
me,
feel guilty at all. Yeah.
that is very, very bad. But okay, let me see. Oh, where?
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
True.
now we have this question. Um, this picture is actually from
The original movie,
the original movie that you can also find on YouTube,
but it's in black and white. So.
but it's in black and white.
Black and white and British, imagine.
It's old. It's very old. We know that. We get that. We have the section of suspects, and the question goes this way: are there any clues that the other character missed about the murderer?
Yeah, I know that some of you don't know who the murderer is, but in your opinion, that you are in the middle of the book, who are your suspects and why? What do you think are the clues who says, this person, I think this person might be.
I blame Diana. She's always
Do you
blamed.
think do you think is there something like that? Is there a clue?
Spoilers. Yes,
Yeah,
spoilers are
you can
beginning.
spoil anyone, but I wanna know. I wanna know who they think it is.
And just a parenthesis, guys. If you don't finish the book because maybe it's a little hard for you to actually dive into British English, I seriously totally recommend the TV show that you can find on YouTube because it is very well produced. Yeah, and I don't know. I enjoy it a lot. It was good. It was great.
So I know Jesus knows the answer, so I wanna know the rest. I wanna hear the rest first. Do you have any suspect? Are you thinking of someone in particular? For me, it was one of the women. Because the author is a woman, so I thought, okay, maybe she wants to put a woman as the lead in here. I don't know. I thought
Feminism.
that. And because I don't know.
As the
there
lead
was no-
murderer.
Huh?
That's not as the lead murderer. That's not a good move.
Yes.
That you would choose a woman just to be like, well,
Yeah.
she's going to kill everyone because feminism. Yes.
Yes.
Sounds legit.
One
Sounds
for
good.
all for none. Yes, yes. We are all in this
Maybe
together.
Vera.
Vera. Okay,
Maybe
why
Vera.
Vera?
Well, I think that she was, well, all of them, I would say that have like psychopathic traits because all of them or most of them seem to do not really care. Like, for
Yeah, thank
example,
you.
Marston didn't really show much. They were not that obvious with their guilt in that sense, at least at the beginning. So I would say that Vera maybe was more or seemed more calculated in her actions.
Okay.
But then I think of the Taylor Swift quote that a woman can be calculated and a man can do whatever he wants. So now I'm like, oh, well, I don't know.
Taylor Swift for the win. She's the next Agatha
Yes.
Christie.
Okay, what about the rest? Tell me in the chat. The ones that didn't finish the book, I want you to tell me via chat who you think is the killer. I thought of Vera, because at the moment the judge was killed, she screamed, and I thought, okay, maybe that was because she wanted to distract the others. So Vera was very suspicious from any point of view. What about the
Yeah.
rest? Do you think of something? I know Jesus read the whole book, but I don't know about the others.
Yeah, Jesus, did you have another character in your mind at
Or
first?
did you find out at some moment who the killer was? Did you guess or you were wrong? Okay, we don't have many detectives.
No, it was a surprise. Okay.
Yeah, for me it was as well.
It was
I
fun.
think
It
it's
was
going
fun.
to be someone that none of us expect.
Yes,
Like,
well, according to Agatha Christie,
no.
this was the most difficult novel for her to write because we were not supposed to
never figure it out, actually.
Yes.
I can see
They
that.
say they say there are clues that reveal who the killer was, but to be honest,
I didn't catch
the
them.
clues are super subtle. I mean, they are not clues. No. We are used to like the clues of blues or something, and we didn't see this. It wasn't that easy. Okay. I guess that is the name of the
shows.
Yes.
Okay. We had another question though.
Yeah, the clues.
No, yeah, we did that. Okay. Now we have the poem of 10 little soldier boys that are going out to dine, and then there were 9 until there were none. And now we want to ask you guys about this poem. Do you consider that the nursery rhyme gives us actually clues about who the real killer is? Because for me, the poem was a nice touch to have throughout the whole book. It was a good reminder. I never had to go at the first page to actually remember it all because it will be quoted from time to time, and then it will be stuck in my head.
Yeah.
But even though this poem in the version that we had from the library is like the most modern version, I think Rosa, that is our guardian of books here at the CVAA, she mentioned to us that the first version of the poem was 10 little Negrians, I think.
Not Indians.
Indians.
Yeah, they have changed it a couple of times, but do you think this poem give you any clue to who the killer might be?
Well, Jesus says that it created a sense of danger. And I agree. It will be like, warning, warning, there are only 9 people left.
Yes.
No, he doesn't think so. Okay.
Okay. Well, it was very difficult. I did Google the poem a couple of times while reading the novel because I wanted to know, okay, this person just died. How was the sixth little soldier die? Like I needed to know. And because I like this.
I actually think that some of the murders were very similar to of the description that says in the poem, but some of them were too creative to actually make it sense.
Yes.
I don't know if Andreina or Ruby wants to say something about this.
Did you like the rhyme? The idea is to practice your English. Come on. Tell us something. Tell us that you're still there.
Are you here with us?
I think that for the sound is like not funny, but it's like sounds good. But if you pay attention of what they are saying, it's a little bit creepy because that is like the killer is going after you, that you are the next, because we are having one person less.
Yeah,
And
that actually makes
I don't know.
it concurs with what Jesus were saying in the chat about the sense of danger. Like you will be aware of what is going to happen next, and it will be to you or to other people in the room, but it will happen either way. You will have it for sure that the next person will die this way or similar in that context.
Yeah, because the idea is not just, okay, they are dead. No, the idea is that they suffer. They think they were like not trusting each other. So that is a little bit of the suffering the killer wanted. So that might give you, to the ones who haven't finished, some clues about who the killer might be. Okay, so if you could choose, if you could save someone from the island, who would you pick?
Myself.
Well, imagine you are not in the island. So who would you pick if you had to save someone? Because I like this because it makes us think
Jesus
who are
says,
the
"Oh God."
least who are the least guilty of all of them. Who would you save? Like, who do you think wasn't that bad?
Mrs. Rogers
Yes.
knew how to cook, and I don't like to cook.
Okay.
So maybe her, she knows how to cook.
Mrs. Rogers.
Mrs. Rogers, yeah,
Mrs.
she
Rogers,
knows how to
yeah.
cook, and I'm lazy. I need a person like that.
Yes, but it would be a little bit sad because she would be without her husband.
Okay, but she could get busy while cooking. I don't know.
Okay. What about the rest? Who would you save? Because, well, some of them were murders, yes, but they didn't mean to kill someone. For example, for me, Mrs. Bland, I mean, she was a little bit like, how do you say puritana?
Puritana, I guess. Yeah, we'll
Like,
go with that.
yeah, she was like too traditional, too close-minded, but she didn't mean to kill that person. I don't know. And what about the rest?
Puritana? You can say prude. That's a new
Okay,
word.
okay.
Prude.
Thank you, Ismael, for improving our English.
Okay. Great, prove.
No,
Okay.
I looked it up.
Okay.
He didn't know either.
Well,
That's
No.
cheating.
still, he's sharing some new knowledge. So, Ismael, is there someone you would have saved?
He will have saved me.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I think I
don't
enjoyed.
No, I'm happy with
I
all of
enjoyed the
them
plot.
dying.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Look,
good.
Jesus is telling you something. Who was cold-hearted, Jesus?
Mrs. Blend, that Mrs. Brent that we were talking about.
Brand.
Yes, she was
Emily.
cold-hearted, but that's the thing. I don't think she was mean. She was just cold-hearted. So I don't know.
But she knew how to do crochet. I would like a crochet sweater.
They are not working for you, you know.
But they could. They're alone in an
Also,
island.
someone that wasn't that bad is Mr. Justice, the judge, because actually the person was guilty, the prisoner. So, and he just wanted to make sure that he paid for what he had done. So yes, she changed things a little, but he knew he would go out free if it was on the jury, because, well, this person was very charming. So, and I think I understand that, because sometimes right now, if you're going to jail or you get free, it's because of the lawyers. So the person with the best lawyer wins, and not necessarily the person who is innocent. So I kind of understand that. I think that
True.
would be a good choice. Okay, someone
Now
else.
that I think about it, I think I will have said Lombard.
Lombard.
Yeah, because
Sí,
that
yo
way I could write another novel, and it will be like a second part.
Ricardo, I
Oh,
You
think you
see
will be.
that? I'm thinking
No,
about
no, no, no.
making money.
Yes.
Yes, girl. I mean, it
Yeah.
will be like I survived this, and how this survival moment allowed me to go through trauma, you know, and then go for another adventure and try to survive that adventure once again.
Okay. I want to know, you can tell me via chat, but I want to know if there is someone you would like to save, like Ruby, Andreina, all of you. I want you to know. At the moment, he didn't have all the evidence to be sure. Yes, I know the judge didn't have the evidence. I don't know. My mom loved to watch these police shows and everything, but sometimes they just know. Like they just know. They are so sure the person is guilty. They just know. I don't know. Intuition or something. But I don't know if your intuition tells you that you are about to free someone that is guilty and is going to be killing other people, I think you take that risk. I don't know. I mean, it's not the correct thing to do, but but I think I understand. I guess when you want to be a lawyer or a judge, you have that sense of justice in you. Ricardo would be the one sending all of them to the island.
Yes, I will make a great book. Agatha Christie Junior.
Okay. The rest, no idea. No
What
idea.
about Ruby, Andreina, Rosa? Do you think
Who would you have saved to survive? They are still thinking like who this person was.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. This is a spoiler, sorry, but this is how things are. Why was Vera picked last to die? Now you know that Vera was picked last to die. Do you think her crime was really the worst? What do you think of Vera's crime? And for the ones who don't know, Vera had to take care of a child. If this child didn't exist, the man that she loved would have had a great amount of money. But because of this child, well, he won't have anything. So she didn't kill him like this, but she let him die. She sent this little boy to his death so she could stay with the man that she loved and with the money that he would have. So that is what she did. Do you think that was the worst crime?
I think it's kind of poetic, actually. It has something poetic about being selfish, sending a kid to die for money and happiness.
For what I
Yeah.
have heard, I think that is the worst because the little child didn't suspect that something bad was going to happen to he or
Yeah, he
she.
was innocent.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's really difficult because okay, we agreed that if you kill someone is really bad, and that we don't have any discussion about that. But for a child, they don't expect that, and maybe an older person can see maybe some blue clues, but a child can suspect.
Yeah, it's
And
innocent. They can defend themselves. Yes.
yes,
Well, yes, she told this child, yes, you can go, you can swim and get to that rock over there. And he was like, yes, I'm gonna tell mommy I did it. And then he went and tried to swim, but of course it was a very, very long distance. And then she tried to save him, like she ran and she swam and she was like, yes, I'm gonna save him. But of course, she waited until it was too late to try to save him. So yes, as Jesus said, she was very selfish and she chose her own happiness instead. She always felt guilty, but I don't know if she felt guilty or she felt bad because the plan didn't turn out as she expected, because the man she loved also loved this little child and he always suspected of her. So at the end, he didn't marry her, and well, she killed this boy, but at the end she didn't win anything. So I don't know if she felt guilty
Jesus,
or
did
no.
you watch the TV show that is
The
on
series.
YouTube, the series?
No, he said he didn't. He said
I totally recommend you that you do,
Yeah.
because in the show, that part when he confronts her is so crazy. I was like, what is happening? Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you have to see it.
Yeah, it's also cool. It's actually it's very cool. It's very cool to watch. You enjoy it because it feels like the first time that Vera realizes what she actually did, and it starts to make sense. I read the book in Spanish some years ago, 2 or 3 times. Oh, cool. That's awesome. It was our first time for both of us.
Yes. But you can read it in English now.
Ismael says, Vera, oh no, the consequence of my actions. Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it kind of was something like that.
I feel like they all agree that her crime was the worst. It was pretty bad, yes. I mean, if you see the series, you see her swimming like, oh, yes, I'm gonna save you. Yes, I'm gonna swim. Like super slow. She didn't feel nothing of the guilt, nothing at all. So, okay, let me put the other one. Okay, a picture of the island, in case you were curious. This is why we say yes, of course. We would say yes if they invite us to this island, everything paid, because it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look scary at all. You wouldn't think you would go there to die. So 10 strangers are invited to Soldier Island, an isolated rock near the Devon coast. So this is Borg Island, and it's closely linked to Agatha Christie. So it was the inspiration for this book. So this is the original island. As you can see, it doesn't look scary at all, but well, it was for them. Okay. Do you have any other comments before we pick the next book? Any other comment of this novel?
Well,
You
about
think it
the
was-
island, I
Yes,
would
the
say that
island
it
or
is
the
a very
novel?
creepy island.
Creepy.
So I don't
Do you
agree
think
with you. Yes, it doesn't even have trees. There's only like two trees there. The rest is just like bare land. You will stay there under the sun, and that little I guess it might be a hotel or a house or something like that, with just a white thing there without any color, and it looks very no. At night you will not
Okay.
see anything. You will be staying there on that rock without no, and without internet, because at that time there was no internet. So
Okay. Okay.
no,
I guess you're not the one who like to disconnect from
no,
everything, right? No. It's
no.
you need to a connection, a little connection. Okay, Jesus says
Yes,
the island might be creepier at night. Um,
exactly.
See, at night you can watch the stars, from the island. What do you think
That's
of that?
pretty. That's pretty. I have to give you that. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I already know that I'm not inviting you to any island, so okay.
Yes, you can
Okay,
invite me
now
to the
we have,
mall.
but not to an island. I'm gonna go to, I don't know, to Los Roques by myself. Um, you know what island I think is a little bit creepy? Isla de Aves. It's like an island technically, but it's super small. And I've always felt like if it rains, I don't know, I think the island would disappear. So I would be a little bit scared of being there. Isn't here in Venezuela, but well. So this is the end. So now we are going to choose, we are going to pick, and for this I need all of you to participate about the book for the next book club. So we have these three options. And the first one, an all too many. This is a case to investigate. There is a person in college and there is a murder or something and they have to investigate, and something that has to do with owls. It's a very famous book, and they are all not so long. They are like 200, less than 200 pages. And the second one we have always lived in the castle. I think this is the shortest one. And this is a gothic tale of a girl named Mary Cat and her family's dark secrets. And the third one is Caroline, which I think is it's better known. So Caroline just moved into a new house and she discovers a mysterious door. And well, we have to find out what's on the other side of that door. So we have these three options. I think you will see that we have a theme in here because it's October. You already know that. So I need you to vote, and I want all of you to vote. What of this book do you think is good for our next book club? Tell us via chat, because we don't have the options. We didn't make the survey. Okay, Armando says the second one. We have always lived in the castle. Okay, we have one for Caroline. Okay, two for Caroline. Okay. Rosa, Ismael, Jesús, Armando, Ruby. Okay, Ruby says
Caroline.
one.
I,
Who
I
said
would
the
say
second one,
Caroline.
Andreina? Who said Caroline? Andreina, right?
Yes.
No, Rosa. Well,
Okay, Rosa.
Rosa
Okay.
as well.
Okay. We have three for Caroline's and two for we have always lived in the castle. And three for we have always lived in the castle. Okay. So let me see who's left. Ismael.
Am I the last one? Do I need to like? No, I'm not the last one. Because I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Okay, you don't know. It's okay, not knowing. Let me
I
see
like
who
all of
else.
them.
You like all of them. But do you know these books?
Well, no, I know Coraline, of course, but the other two seem very interesting. And since I already
Okay.
know a little bit about Coraline, it would be interesting to read the
To
other ones.
read
But I
another
like
book.
Coraline.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, we had many books for this. We have like The Legend of the Sleepy Hollow, but that is very short. And we have classic books like Dracula, but Dracula is super long. I'm reading it right now. And we have Frankenstein, but Frankenstein is over 100 years old. So again, it's from the two centuries ago. So I guess with that, we have as a winner, we have always lived in the castle, which is a very great choice. We are going to send you the book and the audiobook. So excellent. We will meet again on October 31st. October 31st. So it is Halloween, yes. So before going partying, we are going to have our book club meeting. So please be there. And we are going to do it right here in the CVA in the library. So hopefully we will see you there. Well, Ricardo is talking to people who are asking information in our office. You already know our information. We are Education ESA. In case any of you wants to study in the US, you can contact us and we will help you with that. So thank you very much, everyone, for being in here today with us. Here you have our contact information. If you have any doubt, if you don't find the book, remember you can go to the digital library and there you will find the book and hopefully the audiobook too, if we find it. So, and thank you again. I want to take a picture with all of us. So if you could please turn your cameras on for a sec, I would love to have a picture with all. Yes, a picture. Like, come here for a second. And the picture in 5, please. Please, the cameras. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.